A shocking betrayal when heroes turn incendiary. It's a story that seems almost too surreal to believe, yet it happens more often than we might think. They are the ones who run towards danger, not create it. These brave individuals are trained to save lives, to protect property, and to be the first line of defense against the ravages of fire. Firefighters, brave souls we trust with our lives, our homes, our everything. They are the unsung heroes of our communities, often risking their own safety to ensure ours. But imagine the shock, the horror, when those sworn to protect us that become the arsonists themselves. It's a betrayal that shakes the very foundation of our trust. It's a dark truth, a betrayal that chills the bone. The very idea that a firefighter could intentionally set a fire is almost too much to bear. Firefighter arson, though rare, casts a long shadow, shaking our faith and leaving communities reeling. The impact is felt far and wide, affecting not just the immediate victims but the entire community, the very people who extinguish flames, igniting them. It's a paradox that defies logic and leaves us questioning everything we thought we knew. It's a paradox that's hard to grasp. How can someone trained to save lives and property turn into the very threat they're supposed to combat? Yet it happens, and the consequences are devastating. The aftermath of such actions leaves a trail of destruction that is both physical and emotional. Homes and businesses reduced to ashes, lives lost, the emotional toll immeasurable. The scars left behind are not just on the landscape but on the hearts and minds of those affected. The act of a firefighter turning arsonist violates not just the law but a sacred trust. It's a breach of faith that is difficult to reconcile. It's a betrayal that cuts deep, leaving scars that may never fully heal. The community is left to pick up the pieces, forever changed by the actions of one of their own. Just how widespread is this terrifying phenomenon? You might be surprised to learn that it's more common than you think. The idea that those sworn to protect us could be the very ones causing harm is unsettling, yet it's a reality we must confront. Statistics paint a grim picture. Reports and data from various agencies reveal a troubling trend. The numbers have been steadily rising over the past decade, indicating a growing issue that demands our attention. While the vast majority of firefighters remain true to their oath, a small percentage do succumb to darker impulses. These individuals exploit their position of trust, causing harm and tarnishing the reputation of their honorable profession. The National Fire Protection Association estimates that roughly 100 to 150 fires are set by firefighters each year in the United States alone. This statistic is alarming considering the role firefighters play in safeguarding our communities. These numbers, while small compared to overall arson statistics, are deeply concerning. Each incident represents not just a fire but a breach of trust and a potential loss of life and property. Each case represents a profound breach of trust, a betrayal of the badge and the values it embodies. The impact on the community and the fire service is immeasurable, shaking the very foundation of public trust. Furthermore, these figures likely underestimate the true extent of the problem, as arson is notoriously difficult to prove, and firefighter arson even more so. The clandestine nature of these acts makes detection and prosecution challenging, leaving many cases unresolved. What drives a firefighter to set a fire? It's a question that baffles many, given that these individuals are trained to save lives and protect property. The motivations behind these acts are complex and varied. They can stem from deep psychological issues or personal circumstances that push them to such extremes. Some crave the adrenaline rush, the hero moment of being first on the scene. The thrill of the emergency, the chaos, and the chance to be a savior can be intoxicating. Others may be driven by boredom, seeking excitement in their otherwise routine work. The monotony of waiting for a call can lead some to create their own emergencies. Mental health issues, personal problems, and even a desire for revenge can also play a role. These individuals might be struggling with depression, anxiety, or unresolved trauma. One of the most common motives is thought to be hero syndrome. This condition drives them to create situations where they can emerge as the hero. This is a psychological condition where individuals, often in helping professions, feel a compulsive need to be seen as heroes. They might feel undervalued or unnoticed in their daily lives. They may set fires to then extinguish them, basking in the praise and gratitude that follow. The recognition and admiration can become an addictive cycle. However, this desire for recognition comes at a terrible cost, endangering lives and property. The very act of arson contradicts the core values of a firefighter, leading to devastating consequences for all involved.